நான் ரொம்ப ஸ்கின்னியா இருந்தேன். Nice to meet you.
Superman, nice to meet you. So, let's introduce us. So, tell me about you.
So I'm Dharmik. I am an online coach, online fitness coach. So I've been into fitness myself for the past 6.5 years now, and now I have transitioned in the past 2 years to being a coach after I was able to realize that I can help people out,
Right.
and turn my passion into my job.
Lovely.
So I'm living my dream every day as of now. That is what I'm doing. And other than that, something about me would be I'm very interested in business, self-improvement, and anything that will aid to being more successful in my career. And apart from that, also I like to hang out with my friends. I like to chill sometimes. I'm not only always like this, that people see me on Instagram, on social media, etc. I have a personal side as well.
Right.
Yeah, that's me in a small little plot, I would say.
Right. Interesting. Actually, the thing is, when you told that, it was also very connecting for me as well. So let me tell about me. And I'm Kennet. I'm a serial entrepreneur. So I run 2 businesses. One is Brandox, where we help job seekers and senior managers to get their dream jobs. And I run my second company, which is the Goat Media, where we help entrepreneurs and business to become the authority in their niche. So that's what I do. Apart from this, I feel I'm a very creative guy, enthusiastic guy, always finding space to figure out and creating new opportunities, meeting new people, and also chilling out. Also, extremely chilling out, extremely focused. That's where I see myself.
Same. That's very true.
Right. Cool. So, என்னன்னா ஓகே நம்ம தமிழ்லயும் பேசணும், இங்கிலீஷ்லயே போயிட்டு இருக்கோம்.
பேசுவோம்.
Super done. So, Dharmik, when I saw you on Instagram, எனக்கு வந்து I felt okay, ஒரு இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங்கான கேரக்டர் நம்ம பார்க்கறோம் அப்படி சொல்லிட்டு தான் I started following you. Okay. And I just want to understand and the interesting character எப்படி ஃபார்ம் ஆச்சு அப்படின்றது. So I just want to start from how did you figure out the person whom you are right now, and where did எங்க ஸ்டார்ட் ஆச்சு and எப்படி இருந்துச்சு அந்த ஸ்டார்டிங் ஜர்னி?
Okay, so for me, I think this started when I was a child. Honestly, because when I was a child, I was never fitting into any community, into any friend circle, any group, whatever. My whole life has been like that. I used to play football a lot, and then I used to connect with those friends through football, but it was very limited to football when I was a kid. I was not involved in any other things. I was not a popular kid at school. In fact, nobody knew me. I was a nobody my whole life, and I always felt like I was thinking a little bit different. And at that point of time, தமிழ்ல பேசலாம். அப்போ நான் என்ன நினைச்சேன்னா, I thought சரி நம்ம கொஞ்சம் weird type போலன்ட்டு, சரியா? But and maybe I was at that time, but as I grew I started to understand that நம்ம வந்து கொஞ்சம் different type. Being weird is not
bad.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
It's just different.
Okay.
And you're probably in an advantage in certain situations. So and the mindset, it really helped me to understand, okay, you're not like the rest of them. And it gave me a boost in everything I do. Like, whatever I do, I'm a little bit narcissistic, okay, in whatever I do, okay. And I feel like that helps me. Na solla maata veliya, okay. I will not tell other people, yeah, I'm better than you, this, that, never, okay. But in my head, I feel like you're the best, you're different, nee panni kaamipa, அந்த மாதிரி. Okay, so it started with that root, and it grew into something bigger, and with a lot of self-awareness.
Right.
I was able to channel that.
Right.
That what stemmed out from those roots. The channel பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறம் I was able to see things more clearly for what they actually were.
Right.
And when I started applying those things, I realized, damn, I am different in a very good way.
Oh my God, seriously. I mean, when you told that word narcissist ன்னு சொல்லும்போது அப்பதான் வந்து இந்த வேர்ட் இருக்கிறது எனக்கு ரொம்ப நாளா தெரியாது. என்னன்னா I am a person who have a lot of confidence on my potential, on me, what I can do, what I can do more அப்படின்றதுல எனக்கு கான்ஃபிடன்ஸ் இருக்கும். ஸோ என்ன ஒரு பாயிண்ட் ஆஃப் டைம்ல அதாவது நம்மளை நம்பலனா யாரும் நம்புவா? ஸோ ஃபர்ஸ்ட் நீங்க தான் உங்களை நம்பணும். ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி I have a lot of confidence. Now I know that I can do very good things.
Correct.
And whatever I do, I know I can figure it out. And once you figured it out, I know I will make it successful.
Correct.
இதை வந்து நம்ம 4 பேர்கிட்ட சொல்லும் போது that is where they feel that we are narcissists.
ஆமா.
இல்லனா we are so very good at whatever we are doing.
ஆமா.
So அந்த ஒரு ஜோன்ல இருக்கும்போது தான் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் விஷயம் என்ன ஆகுதுன்னா we will feel confident. Second thing, when you are confident only, உள்ள போயிட்டு நம்ம யாருன்னு பார்க்கவே தோணும்.
ஆமா ஆமா.
அப்பதான் இந்த செல்ஃப் அவேர்னஸ் வரும்.
கரெக்ட்.
நம்ம செல்ஃப் அவேர் ஆயிட்டோம் அப்படின்னா நம்ம யாருன்ற நமக்கு தெரிஞ்சிருச்சுன்னா now you will confidently go figure out lot of things.
Correct, absolutely right.
இந்த கான்ஃபிடன்ஸோட போய் ஃபிகர் அவுட் பண்ணும்போது you will get answers. கான்ஃபிடென்ட்டா ஃபிகர் அவுட் பண்றதுக்கும் just randomly going and figuring out and saying எனக்கு இது ஒர்க் அவுட் ஆகலன்றதுக்கும் lot of difference இருக்கு.
Yes, absolutely.
So எனக்கு எங்க ஆரம்பிச்சதுன்னா it all starts with knowing my strengths and weaknesses நான் நினைக்கிறேன். I know எனக்கு அவ்வளவா பேச தெரியாதுன்னு. ஓகே, அண்ட் ஒரு பாயிண்ட் ஆஃப் டைம்ல என்னோட ஃபேமிலியில வந்து ஒரு ஈவெண்ட் கண்டக்ட் பண்ணாங்க.
சரி.
இட் வாஸ் அ ஹவுஸ் வார்மிங் ஈவெண்ட். எங்க வீடு கட்டினாங்க, எல்லாரும் வந்தாங்க. அந்த இடத்துல வந்து என்ன வந்து கூப்பிட்டு இங்கிலீஷ்ல பேச வச்சுட்டாங்க.
சரி.
they wanted me to talk in English in front of all the people. I come from a village background. ஓகே, எங்க அம்மா அப்பா வந்து என்ன சென்னையில படிக்க வச்சாங்க. சோ அங்க இருக்கிறவங்க என்ன நினைச்சாங்கன்னா, இவன் நல்லா படிக்கிற பையன் போல, நான் நல்லா தான் படிப்பேன், ஓகே நல்லா இங்கிலீஷ்ல பேசுவான் அப்படின்னு நினைச்சிருந்தாங்க. எனக்கு இங்கிலீஷ்ல பேச தெரியும், பட் ஃப்ளூவெண்டா நம்ம பேச மாட்டோம். ஸ்கூல்ல எல்லாம் நான் அந்த அளவுக்கு பேச மாட்டேன். சோ இங்கிலீஷ்ல பேச சொன்ன உடனே எனக்கு பேச வரல. சரி. நமக்கு வெளியில ஏதாச்சும் மொக்க வாங்கணும்னா வீட்டுக்கு வந்து we get settled, we feel comfortable. வீட்டுல இருக்க எல்லாரையும் கூப்பிட்டு வச்சு அவங்க முன்னாடி மொக்க வாங்கணும், நம்ம எங்க போவோம்? So அந்த சிச்சுவேஷன் was so bad for me. And அது வந்ததுக்கு அப்புறம் தான் I felt, oh my god, இதுக்கு கீழே நீ போக முடியாது, இதுக்கு மேல you cannot show that you are nothing. So you need to do something about it.
Right.
So அங்கதான் வந்து it all started. So I started working on my communication, English and all the stuffs. That is where எனக்குள்ள ஒன்னு இருக்கு, அது எனக்கு கம்யூனிகேட் பண்ண தெரியலனா நீ யாருமே இல்ல அப்படின்னு எனக்கு தெரிய வந்தது. அதுக்கப்புறம் I started learning how to communicate. I did a lot of things. Now what happens is people will come and ask me, bro, எப்படி ப்ரோ நீங்க இவ்ளோ கிளியரா பேசுறீங்க, கான்ஃபிடென்ட்டா பேசுறீங்க, தம்பி நீ போய் என்ன பழைய வீடியோ பாருப்பா, நீ பயங்கரமா எனக்கு கலாய்ப்பா அப்படின்ற மாதிரி இருக்கும்.
Because you have been.
So that is how we start, right? That's how we start.
Absolutely. The journey is important to go through, so that you figure out who you are, how you are, why you are.
Exactly.
Because what people see now is why you are, who you are.
Right.
Why you are, அது புரியாதா உங்களுக்கு?
Exactly. I just want to understand, என்னன்னா we became someone.
Right.
But we became someone because of something.
Correct.
And the something was what for you?
And the something in my life was, I think it's a series of events.
Right.
In my case. So I can't say one event changed my life. Multiple events turned the point of my life. Multiple directions.
Like, for example, like what made you to start fitness?
So what made me start fitness? Like me and you were talking about this before we started rolling, but basically என்ன சொல்லணும், இப்போ வந்து நான் ரொம்ப ஸ்கின்னியா இருந்தேன், அதுக்கப்புறம் people would make fun of me, but that never got to me. They used to make fun, but eventually I started seeing people take interest. Because why they make fun is because அவங்க இன்ட்ரெஸ்டடா இருக்காங்க ஜிம்ல, ஃபிட்னஸ்ல, சரியா? So அவங்க வந்து they think நம்ம கொஞ்சம் சுப்பீரியரா இருக்கும், இவன் ரொம்ப ஸ்கினியா இருக்கான் போய் சொல்லு. இப்ப கூட if you see someone very skinny, like you need to work out ன்னு சொல்லுவோம் சும்மா. அந்த மாதிரி அந்த attitudeல சொல்லிருக்காங்க. That never bothered me, but because of everybody around me taking interest, I wanted to see what this is about.
Right.
போய் பார்த்தா எனக்கு பிடிச்சிருக்கு ஃபிட்னஸ். ஐ வாண்ட் டு லுக் லைக் தட் eventually someday.
Right.
And அதுக்கப்புறம் நிறைய பேருக்கு தெரியும் who David Lade is. David Lade is a fitness influencer. Right. So அவரை பார்த்துட்டு நான் வந்து இன்ஸ்பயர் ஆயிட்டேன். Okay, because he was very very skinny.
Right.
Malnourished மாதிரி. Okay. Then he became like ultimate jack.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, இவர் மாதிரி நான் ஆகணும்ட்டு. Okay.
Okay.
Then I started working out. Simple. And then I saw results. And then when you see results in something you really like, you can. I have a very addictive personality. So whatever I do it to the extreme, good or bad. Okay, it's some people will call this a disadvantage. I don't know if it's a disadvantage or an advantage as of now, because both of it happens. I just tend to apply it more in the advantageous sides.
Right.
Gym became my addiction. Very good. It's a good addiction to have, I feel like. But no addiction is good, right? You need balance in life. I realized that later. But okay, this was my addiction. I saw a lot of results. I continued it and I kept going. Avladhan. And adukaprom that is how I started my fitness journey. But yes, what was the next thing you were asking me?
No, I just asked like what
Different
made you to
things.
start this
That's what started my journey. But நீங்க கேட்ட மாதிரி different things இருக்கு. ஜர்னிக்குள்ள இருக்கிற struggles.
Right.
And the struggles change the, what do you say, the path a little bit. Left, right, center. I might digress and go somewhere else itself.
Right.
அதுக்கப்புறம் அங்கிருந்து திருப்பி எப்படி வந்தேன்,
Right.
அதெல்லாம் திருப்பி வந்துட்டு வேற டைரக்ஷன் எப்படி போனேன்.
Right.
Many events in my life have shaped that. For example, the death of my grandfather, who I love more than my mom, dad, dog, brother, everybody combined. He was the only person நான் எவ்வளவு மொக்கையா லைஃப்ல பண்ணாலும் அவன் பண்ணிடுவான் சும்மா ஒரு he doesn't even know how good I'm doing, how bad I'm doing. அவன் பண்ணுவான். Like he has that belief in me. I was his first ever grandson, and so it was we have a beautiful bond so that really moved my life, like shattered it, and everything is a blessing in disguise, whatever happens.
Lovely.
So it shattered my life, but it built me as a man and showed me like I need to prove him right. Till today, it's like whatever it is, you can only I feel like you can only move towards your goal to a certain point with that certain amount of fuel if it's coming from, if it's rooted from hatred. இவங்களுக்கு செஞ்சு காமிக்கணும், என்னால முடியும், இவங்க சொன்னாங்க என்னால முடியாது, so நான் செஞ்சு காமிப்பேன். That can only take you so far.
Okay.
இவங்களுக்காக நான் பண்ணணும், because இவங்க என் மேல நம்பிக்கை வச்சாங்க.
Okay.
When nobody else did. So instead of proving them wrong, I want to prove him right. That took me very very far.
Wow.
Okay, so that was one thing. Apart from that, like many common things that happened.
Intention matters, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was the main thing I would say.
Right.
Okay, that up to today, because right now we spoke about that, right? About how we were talking about something related to this. But certain things, you were talking about business growth. Okay, if it stems from something shallow, you cannot sustain the journey, illa?
Correct.
And the shallow things நிறைய தடவை நடந்திருக்கு in my life. Okay, for example, like fighting with your parents, leaving the house, doing this, doing that. You know, as you grow up, things like this happen. You meet some girls, have breakups, you lose a bunch of friends. இதெல்லாம் it creates character in your life, yes.
Right.
But it's not something that you can go on forever saying, இதனால when I was in 12th standard this happened. You can't say that when you're 30. You think that's childish behavior, you think it's irrelevant, but this kind of stuff, right, it stays with you forever.
Right.
So I think that is what keeps me going.
Right.
And like this, yeah, many things have happened, but I would say this is the main thing.
Lovely.
What about you?
Actually, the thing is, when you told in the balance, end of the ஒரு point of time la balance இருக்கணும் அப்படினு நான் நினைக்கிறேன். But at the same time, I also feel I don't want balance. ஏனா end of the day we want to be successful.
Right.
If you take the life of successful people, I don't think they had the balance in their life.
No,
and one thing what I felt is addiction over good things, addiction over your passion, addiction over the right energy is good. Okay, addiction over bad energy, addiction over bad things is bad.
Correct.
So when you're getting addicted towards the right things, right things going to happen abundantly.
Ama.
So உங்க வாழ்க்கையில சக்சஸ்ஃபுல்லா ஆகணும் அப்படின்னு நினைச்சீங்கன்னா don't try to get inside the balance. At a point of time you can become, but at least for like initial stages you need to stay obsessed.
Absolutely.
Second thing is when I myself don't know that I'm an obsessed guy. When I started falling in love, then only I figured out I'm a guy who's so obsessed with something when I find what I love.
Right?
Okay.
That's a good thing.
Once that love got ended, I figured out that I'm an obsessed guy. அந்த எனர்ஜியை என்னால வேற ஒரு இடத்துல ஃபோக்கஸ் பண்ண வேண்டிய மாதிரி இருந்துச்சு. That is why I focused in business. இந்த ஜர்னில we see a lot of problems, Dharmik.
Right.
See, I feel you are blessed if you are junked up with problems. அது ஏன் நான் சொல்றேன், you ask God,
right,
saying that God, you know what, I want to become big. What happens next? You will face a lot of problems.
Right.
ஏன் அப்படின்னா, if you want to become that, you need to face all these things, and only if you handle all these things you will become that. So
correct,
God is actually gifting you with challenges.
Correct.
நீங்க வந்து உங்களோட, if you don't trust your passion, if you don't trust your direction, if you don't trust what you are going to become, current situation வந்து ப்ராப்ளம்ஸா தெரியும்.
புரியுது.
உங்களுக்கு வந்து இந்த இடத்துல ட்ரஸ்ட் இருந்துச்சுன்னா current situation challenges-ஆ தெரியும்.
Something that shapes you.
Exactly. So are you looking at the current situation as a problem, or are you looking at it as a challenge? Depends on where you look and where you believe yourself as.
Correct.
So அதை நம்ம ஸ்ட்ராங்கா ஃபோக்கஸ் பண்ணிட்டோம்னா the process becomes so beautiful.
Correct.
And you'll become so successful, and that's where you will understand every problem that you came across was a blessing.
Correct.
எனக்கு இது எப்போ தெரிய வந்துச்சுன்னா, I completed my ஸ்கூல்லாம் நான் நல்லா படிக்கிற பையன். Then I told எனக்கு வந்து பயாலஜினா ரொம்ப பிடிக்கும். எங்க அப்பா கிட்ட போய் சொன்னேன், அப்பா நான் பயோடெக்னாலஜி படிக்க போறேன் அப்படின்னு சொன்னபோது what he told was, பயோடெக்லாம் வேணா, அங்க பெரிய ஸ்கோப் இல்ல, try to do anything around physics and chemistry.
சரி.
நமக்கு கெமிஸ்ட்ரி அந்த அளவுக்கு வராதுன்றதுனால I just thought of taking physics. உள்ள போனதுக்கு அப்புறம் தான் தெரியுது பிசிக்ஸும் எனக்கு வராதுன்றது. So long story short, physics was not my cup of tea. I didn't study well. At the same time I was committed and all those stuffs were happening. I didn't focus on that. At the same time I was dancing.
Right.
So I couldn't focus on studies. So I completely out of the game. In the journey dance was new to me.
Okay.
In the journey love was new to me.
Okay.
In this journey failing was new to me.
All those are big
in this
moves.
journey exactly arrears was new to me.
Okay.
இது எல்லாமே new. I don't know how to handle all these things.
Right.
I thought இதெல்லாம் எனக்கு பிரச்சனை. I mean after years I stood in front of my mom and I told அம்மா நான் ஃபெயில் ஆயிட்டேன், எனக்கு இதை எப்படி ஹேண்டில் பண்ண தெரியல. I cried. And it was so it was so hard for me to break down as a guy who my parents trust a lot.
Right.
It was so hard. So I just committed to God and my bigger vision. நான் எங்கேயாச்சும் போயிடுவேன், ஏதாச்சும் பண்ணிடுவேன் எனக்கு தெரியும், பட் எப்படி பண்ணணும்னு தெரியல. So நான் அங்க பார்க்க ஆரம்பிச்சேன். Then I figured like what's the next thing. Everyone looked at me as a failure, but I didn't look at me as a failure. That is where your success starts, I feel.
Correct. No,
when you நம்மளே நம்மள ஃபெயிலியரா பார்த்தா அங்க முடிஞ்சிருச்சுன்னு அர்த்தம். So அங்க வந்து then I started, எனக்கு என்ன வேணும், எனக்கு இங்க ஓகே நான் ஃபெயில் ஆயிட்டேன், என்ன பண்றது, நெக்ஸ்ட் என்ன, நமக்கு என்ன வரும்ன்றத ஃபிகர் அவுட் பண்ணி then I did a better studies and then அப்படியே போச்சு. போனதுக்கு அப்புறம் தான் திரும்பி பார்க்கும்போது தெரிஞ்சது உனக்கு நடந்தது எல்லாமே உன்னை இங்க கூட்டி வரதுக்கு தான்.
That people realize that too late.
Oh my God, it was like a goosebumps moment.
Yep. அது இல்லாம you're not who you are today.
Exactly.
There are so many bad things that happened in my life. So many. But I can't sit here today and say I will be here if those quote unquote bad things haven't happened to me.
Right.
So இன்னைக்கு நான் the bad things பார்க்கவே முடியாது. If I am saying it's a bad thing, பொய் சொல்லிட்டு இருக்கேன்னு அர்த்தம். அது இல்லாம okay then would you rather not want the bad things and stay where you are, or like be somewhere else who you want to become, but go through those things? How
do you see your struggles? Like what's a view of struggles to you?
I see my struggles in terms of in my business or in my career, basically I don't see them as struggles.
Right.
Okay, நீங்க சொன்ன மாதிரி I know where I'll be, but in my case more than thinking about where I'll be, which I do every day, more than that I think about having the confidence to solve whatever's happening today. Like this current struggle, என்ன இருந்தாலும் I know I will come across it. இந்த பிசினஸ் ஃபெயில் ஆனா கூட வேற பிசினஸ் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணி நான் மேல வந்துருவேன் அந்த மாதிரி. இட்ஸ் நாட் தட் ஐ ரீச் தேர் அந்த மாதிரி இல்ல. ஐ டூ வாட் எவர் இட் டேக்ஸ் டு ரீச் தேர். தட் கான்ஃபிடன்ஸ் இஸ் தேர். If I don't execute that, I know I won't reach there.
Right.
I'm not saying I will reach there. You get it? I'm saying I know I can. If I want to, I will. It's about how badly I want to. So that comes down to today's challenge. Are you facing it? Are you wasting your time?
Right.
What are you doing with that? That's what I think.
Beautiful. See, struggles வந்துட்டு நம்ம வந்து you need to look at it as a journey நான் நினைக்கிறேன். எப்படின்னா okay, let's consider that there are a lot of okay, நம்ம நிறைய ஸ்டாண்ட்ஸ் வச்சிருக்கோம், நிறைய இந்த மெட்டல்லாம் வச்சிருக்கோம். எல்லாமே ஒரு பர்பஸை சால்வ் பண்ணுதுல.
கரெக்ட்.
ஒரு கைண்ட் ஆஃப் மெட்டல் வந்து இட் இஸ் இன் டெம்பிள் as a statue. ஒரு கைண்ட் ஆஃப் மெட்டல் வந்துட்டு இட் இஸ் serving us like stands or whatever it is.
Correct.
ஒரு கைண்ட் ஆஃப் மெட்டல் வந்து it's just a rust.
Correct.
It's just a dust. Every metal can become a statue, every metal can become a stand, or every metal can become a rust, depending upon the struggles that actually it goes through.
Correct.
If you are a person who can endure a lot, if you are a person who are ready to go through the pain a lot, if you are a person who is ready to go through the journey of suffering,
right,
and the suffering oda pleasure நம்ம புரிஞ்சுக்கிட்டோம்னா you will become the most strongest person.
Correct.
And if you fall in love with the suffering, then the journey is going to be lovely for you. ஆனா இந்த பெயினை வந்து நான் பெயினா பார்த்தனா I'm going to lose somewhere.
Correct, definitely.
I'm going to lose somewhere. So are you enduring the pain to become the big of yourself? அப்படின்றத எல்லாருமே யோசிக்கணும். That is what made us what we are doing right now. I don't know, like, I mean, we have a lot to achieve.
Correct.
And we are in the journey. Correct. Being in the journey itself makes you go get there.
Correct.
And keep on being there is so very important.
Yeah.
And Dharmik, I feel whatever we become, there is some point somewhere we have crossed this emotional breaks, emotional lot of emotional exchange as well, which comes to relationship. Correct. I see a lot of your videos. I mean, உன்னோட followers நிறைய பேர் வந்து breakups அதெல்லாம் வந்து சொல்லுவாங்க, and you give lot of great amazing advice. I used to watch your stories. Okay?
Yeah, stories.
It was so interesting. I just want to know, like, how did you come up with that? Like, is there any behind the scenes of that?
Come up with that because, like, you've been through that. Yeah. You'll learn a lot. If right. You just said people you have to endure the pain. You will face pain, right? In whatever you do, you don't have to suffer. Okay, you can learn. You can understand why this is happening. You can learn that. That's it. Simple. So but I suffered. Okay, I suffered. But when I started to learn why this is happening, and I started to understand the pain, where does this come from? Is this even real? Everything like that. Then I started to understand many things. And the more time I spent being more self-aware and being more aware of the situation by itself, right?
Right.
நல்லாவே புரிஞ்சுக்கிட்டேன் இதெல்லாம் லைக் ஒரு மேட்டரே இல்லைட்டு. ஓகேவா? இது ஆக்சுவலா லைக் there's many more things in life which are harder to face, and I faced those things, come out of it like a peanut. It's all about perspective, right? இப்போ வந்து நம்ம வந்து இதுதான் நம்மளுக்கு உலகம் போயிடுச்சு அந்த மாதிரி if you sit, then it's not going to work out. அதான் சொன்னேன்ல, this business is my life, what I'm doing now is my life, but போச்சுனா கூட நான் எழுந்துப்பேன். I'll come up with something else. Because again, இப்போ புரியாது, but later on this is a disguise. This is a blessing in disguise.
Right.
So I was able to understand many things. Okay, many things. Once I understood that,
okay,
I started.
Let's come to this point. Like, what's the positive things of going through a breakup, and what's the negative thing as well?
There's absolutely no negatives to that.
Okay.
I think there's no negatives to that. I personally think this might be a little bit controversial, but you're meant to be with many people. You're not meant to be with a single person. You are meant to form beautiful, lovely relationships with multiple people. Men, women, whatever. Like, obviously, if you're a man with a woman, I'm talking romantically. By doing so, you learn a lot. It's not like the love is fake. Was your love fake? No, it wasn't. Neither was mine.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist anymore. It's a different thing. It was real, right? You can have that real experience with many people. It's not like only with one person you should live all your life. That's right. What I think. My mom will kill me if she hears this, but that's what I think. Okay, and like andha mari da. So if it ends, That's another blessing in disguise. You're going to meet someone else. It's as simple as that. Even if you don't, it's fine. You've discovered yourself then. So I think there is no negatives. Positives, I think there are so many. Because you meet new people, you learn a lot of things from them. For example, we had the small conversation before we started rolling. I learned so many things. So when you connect, you learn a lot of things. You learn, even if it's bad things, you learn, okay, this is, if you are smart, you know that, okay, this is something we should not learn. Something that we should stay away from. You learn something else in an indirect way. So, so I think there are many positives, okay, emotional positives, physical positives, and just like, it's a necessity of life. That's what I think. But not at but a little bit later. நிறைய பேர் வந்து அது ரொம்ப
it is a necessity நான் நினைக்கிறேன். எனக்கு வந்து it was a so very much needed thing. ஏன்னா I was a small thinker.
Right.
I don't know whether I can think big unless or until I had a breakup.
Right.
Okay, and I was a nice guy. I feel.
What do you mean you were a nice guy?
I was a nice guy. Like nice guy in the sense. Okay. என்னோட பார்ட்னர் சொல்றத நான் அப்படியே கேட்பேன்.
Okay, like
I don't even ask questions. Okay. அவங்க கேட்டாங்கன்னா okay, let's do it.
Right.
அவங்க சொன்னாங்கன்னா okay, let's do it. அவங்க கேட்டாங்கன்னா okay, I'm quitting all my work and I'm going to come for you.
Even I was like that.
Okay, and I feel every nice guy now I feel that I'm hard. And I became hard and I know how to handle situation and I know what is my priority and I can make it happen. I feel every nice guy, every hard guy was once a nice guy and got something painful and that's what made him a hard guy and that actually made him see what is life and handle things better நான் நினைக்கிறேன்.
Correct. Absolutely true. In my case, I would say the same thing, but I've met a lot of very good people, very good friends of mine who have changed that perspective to me.
Right.
I think you need not be like a hard guy.
Okay.
I think you can be a nice guy. It's just that prioritize yourself first. Simple.
True. Very true.
Be super sweet. Be super lovely. Be a wonderful person.
Exactly.
But put yourself first always. Because, there's no point if you don't do that. If you don't, many people say, I don't love myself, this, that. I don't even understand those people.
Right.
Like, I love myself.
Right. Lot of people, what happens is, நான் என்ன லவ் பண்ணல அதனால என்ன லவ் பண்றதுக்கு யாரா வேணும் அப்படின்னு நினைக்கிறாங்க. அங்கதான் பிரச்சனையே ஆரம்பிக்குது. And the thing is, they get inside relationship. I mean, they find someone good. Yeah. They find someone affectionate. Correct. They get together.
Correct.
They share love initially. See, love can be shared for some time. It cannot be shared constantly for a long time if you don't love yourself.
Correct.
Okay. என்னன்னா being nice or being hard is a different thing. But being hard, let me tell you my way of being hard. First thing, I didn't respect myself. Being a nice guy, I didn't respect myself. Second thing, I didn't respect my time. Third thing, I didn't respect my decisions. A woman like a guy who respects his time.
Correct.
A woman likes a guy who takes decisions. A woman likes a guy who is so protective.
Right.
And if you are not that, and if you are constantly making her take the decision, making them do all the things and to do stuff like that, that's where somehow this love is getting low and you're not getting things in control. And this is what I feel being nice. So you need to take control of your situation, you need to take control of everything around. That is where you are becoming a man and that man will be loved by himself.
Correct.
உன்னையே வந்து நீ ரொம்ப ரெஸ்பெக்ட்ஃபுல்லா பார்ப்ப, உன்னோட டைமை நீ ரொம்ப ரெஸ்பெக்ட்ஃபுல்லா பார்ப்ப, உன்னோட டிசிஷன்ஸ் ரொம்ப ஸ்ட்ராங்கா இருக்கும். And that is what will make you more attractive.
Absolutely.
The mistake what I did was, I thought I should be the most liked person by my girl.
Right.
Now, what I'm doing is, I know I should be the most liked man for this world. When you become the most liked person of this world, your girl will like you.
That's absolutely true.
So, don't just serve one girl and create everything for her.
Yeah.
Create everything for you, for the world, and the world will look at you. And you will become the most responsible guy. And that guy can change anything. That guy can make decisions, become hard, become nice, or whatever it is.
Correct.
That's what I feel. That's what my journey made me.
It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
அது ஏன் நடக்குதுன்னா, நம்ம வந்து we think that நம்ம இதெல்லாம் பண்ணா she'll stay. we think we are, giving them our best by doing this over upon to try and make them stay, but that shoos them away.
Exactly.
Okay, but when you, it's like that example about how to attract the butterfly. You have the garden, the butterfly comes, you try to catch it, you're always going to lose.
Lovely.
Okay, so you need to attract that butterfly so that it stays at least. Catch பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறம் செத்துரும், it's gone. So you need it to live, thrive and stay with you. You need to build that garden. Okay, so for that நம்ம வந்து gardenல focus பண்ணணும். நம்ம தான் garden, நம்ம life garden, நம்ம career, நம்ம everything, self respect, the way we treat others, all those aspects, நம்ம personality, character போயிட்டு ஓவரா ஜொல்லு விட கூடாது. அது பண்றதுனால தான் they leave. I've done that same thing that you did. We've gone through that. That's why I'm able to confidently say this. Definitely அதான் நடக்கும். Definitely. So to prevent that is why we need to, not just to prevent that, to be for your own benefit, and if you're looking to keep your love life you thriving, பண்ணிதான் ஆகணும். You need to respect yourself first, put yourself first, never take any disrespect, and never be disrespectful. I think you should just like focus on yourself and give whatever you can to the best limit. அவங்களுக்கு பிடிக்கலனா that's another thing, but you should give your best and give yourself better. இல்லனா you can't give them best.
Right. The thing is like every relationship or every breakup, you became a man. Okay, it creates a man, I feel, and that man creates something, so it ends up building our career as well. So I just want to understand, like, how did you start your career, and how this mindset, or how did that help you to build your career? And, I mean, from a fitness guy who's just interested, எனக்கு fitness ஆ பிடிக்கும், நான் போய் work out பண்றேன் அப்படின்ற ஒரு person,
right,
எப்படி வந்து he made it into that career? How did he build that?
Okay, in this okay, there's a lot of luck involved, but once again, luck doesn't come and sit on your plate, on your table. You go sit in different tables, luck will be opposite you in one of those tables. So you still have to create that opportunity for yourself. So நான் என்ன பண்ணேன்னா, சரி fitness பிடிக்குது, I started posting, and also I like video editing, I like posting videos and stuff. So I started posting reels of myself, my body, of content, making funny content, started like that. And like I wanted it so badly, okay, so I just kept doing that, growing that. I had no idea that one day I'll do certifications, become a coach, have a team behind me, run a business. No idea. I just wanted to do something, open more doors in fitness. Seri, nama ivlo hard work podrome, why not show it to the world? Why not inspire 10 other people? That's made me start and do this, okay, and continue to do this. And results kept me going, okay. Upper results varalana, it might have been a problem. Now I understand. Sometimes it takes longer than expected. Appa takku vandhudu. So I'm like, okay, we are good at this. Nariya per பண்ணிட்டு இருந்தாங்க, இப்போ எல்லாருமே பண்றாங்க, வர மாட்டேங்குது. So I was good at it. That's what I thought. So I continued. I was able to do that. And அங்க இருந்து I was able to transition into more value giving stuff as my knowledge improved. Why my knowledge improved? ஏனா I had a responsibility at a certain point. இவ்வளவு followers இருக்காங்க, நீ எவ்வளவு ஃபன்னி கண்டென்ட் போட்டாலும் நீ ஒரு நாலேஜபிள் ஆளா இருக்கணும். இஃப் யூ ஆர் இன் திஸ் இண்டஸ்ட்ரி, ஃபிட்னஸ் இண்டஸ்ட்ரி, அட்லீஸ்ட் யூ நோ தி பேசிக்ஸ் அபௌட் ஃபிட்னஸ். சரி, நம்ம பேசிக்ஸ் தெரிஞ்சு வச்சிருக்கோம், இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் டீப்பா படிக்கலாம். That's when I started doing certifications, that's when I started doing courses, learning more, expanding my knowledge. Knowledge expand பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறம் எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சு வந்தது that 99% of fitness influencers or even like big reputed fitness people, including me, what information I have given in the past, tappu. Openly, I admitted, okay, I come on story and all, I tell guys, actually, my previous reel, I said something wrong, I was rectified by someone, I would research more about it, tappana information, na solidven, because I keep it very authentic, because I don't want to break trust. Tappana tapp, I made a mistake. Not 99% was not like that. So, I realized that இவங்களுக்கு இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் தெரியாது. Okay, so I started, okay, நம்ம இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் கொடுக்கலாம். So I started giving basic information in such a way that I don't make mistakes or errors simply by talking advanced stuff. And then I moved a little bit more technical, more advanced as my knowledge improved. Okay, from there I came here. I started applying that into why are we doing this for free?
Right.
Because you're able to give better information than most people. You're able to get more results in people's life, like more value in their lives. Why are you doing this for free? Okay, you can focus on it much more. Okay, and really help people. I'll tell you honestly, if I'm working with someone professionally, if I'm seeking for their professional help, if I do not pay them, not comfortable because I know he'll not be giving me his 200%. And at some things you really need the 200%. You can't be like, yeah, just help me for fun. Nadakadu. I need your 200%. You can't demand that from anyone. So you need to pay them, and that makes it a fair trade. It makes it a very genuine trade as well, a more responsible one. So that is when I started doing even more certifications on how to be a coach and apply the knowledge that I learned through my nutrition and fitness certifications. How do I apply that? Other pati I started learning. Adukapram anga irundha I became a coach. I started taking on clients. முன்னாடி நான் வந்து ஃப்ரீயா பண்ணிட்டு இருந்தேன், சரியா? குடிப்பேன் இங்க இருந்து. அவங்க மெசேஜ் பண்ணுவாங்க, ப்ரோ ரொம்ப வேணும் ப்ரோன்ட்டு. உனக்கு வேணுமா? நான் ஃப்ரீயா சொல்லி தரேன், நீ வா. Will you work hard? Yes, I'll work hard. 5 months, 6 months, change their life. Super transformation. Post that. Social proof. Because for social proof, you need hard workers.
Right.
You have a lot of clients, but are they all going to make it? No. You get it? So there's a success rate which now நம்ம இப்ப ரொம்ப அட்வான்ஸ்டா வந்துட்டு சரி எல்லாருக்குமே எப்படி மேக்ஸிமம் சக்சஸ் ரேட் கொடுக்கறதுன்னு பாப்போம். பட் அப்ப இல்ல. So that time when I started off, I will only pick people who really are good and enthusiastic about the process. அங்க இருந்து ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணி அவங்களெல்லாம் டிரான்ஸ்ஃபார்ம் பண்ணி I grew authority and then I was able to charge people eventually. ரொம்ப கம்மியா சார்ஜ் பண்ணுவேன். Because நம்மளுக்கு அவ்வளோ பிசினஸ் சென்ஸ் இல்ல. நம்ம அவ்வளோ பெரிய ஆளா ஆக்சுவலா. Going from zero to something was a big deal for me. If you make 0 rupees and make 3,000 rupees, that's 3,000 rupees to you. Purida? But like, that's not the value. That's not a fair trade for the value that you're bringing. Seri, how do you improve that? That's when I started working on learning more about business and all that stuff. In fact, இப்போ வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா எனக்கு I'm very humble now in terms of telling you that எனக்கு ஒண்ணுமே தெரியாது business பத்தி. எனக்கு I make, not just make fitness videos. I'm an expert in nutrition. எனக்கு அது பத்தி நல்லா தெரியும். Okay, but I'm not the best at marketing. I'm not the best at sales, generating leads, converting them, the whole process, even understanding. இப்போ இதெல்லாம் பேசுறேன்னா கூட it's because I learned all this. Okay, but இதுவே ரொம்ப basic. You know that everybody knows these terms. Depthல எப்படி யோசிக்கிறது இதுல அது தெரியாது எனக்கு. In fact, right now I have a business mentor there's a team of mentors who teach me what to do with the business, how to do with the business. Very expensive. Why? Because I understand அவங்களுக்கு அந்த ஃபீல்ட்ல அவ்வளோ இது இருக்கு, which will be tremendous value to me maybe tomorrow, day after tomorrow. You get it? So அந்த value I'm trying to give to people now because I've understood the value that I'm able to bring.
Right.
And that's why people like working with me. That's why I like my job as well. That's
lovely,
what I would say.
Lovely. Great. The thing is, எனக்கு வந்துட்டு when you told the point where you told about paying, doing it for free, that's how we start and all those things. இது வந்து நான் ரொம்ப லேட்டா தான் கண்டுபிடிச்சேன். அண்ட் இப்போ கூட ரீசெண்டா அந்த மிஸ்டேக் பண்ணியிருக்கேன். என்னன்னா we try to give something for free and we actually don't know how to get the results. எப்படி நான் சொல்றேன், என்ன ஆச்சுன்னா என்னோட கிளைண்ட்ஸ் இருப்பாங்க, அவங்களுக்கு வந்து let's say I'm charging 25k
right
for a person who is coming through my program.
Right.
அவங்களுக்கு எல்லாமே நம்ம பெர்ஃபெக்ட்டா பண்ணி கொடுத்துருவோம். அவங்க போயிட்டு they will take the action, they will get the results, they will give us success stories.
Right.
நம்ம என்ன பண்ணுவோம், அதே பாயிண்ட் ஆஃப் டைம்ல our friends, our family, they will also have the same problem.
Right.
நம்ம என்ன பண்ணுவோம், ஒரு பாசத்துல போயிட்டு you know what, நான் இது பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன், you come and join my course, you will also get everything, you will go, you do it அப்படின்னு சொல்லும்போது I didn't see results.
Yeah.
That's where people எல்லாம் சொல்லுவாங்க don't do, நீங்க எதுல நல்லா இருக்கீங்களோ அதை ஃப்ரீயா பண்ணக்கூடாது அப்படின்னு. அது ஏன் அப்படின்னு நான் சொல்றேன். ஏன் அப்படின்னா when you give something for free, it's not valued.
Correct.
And if you are getting something for free, it is understandable that you are not so very committed. So same value தான் இவருக்கும் நான் கொடுக்குறேன், same value தான் இவங்களுக்கும் நான் கொடுக்குறேன். ஆனா இவங்களுக்கு ஏன் ரிசல்ட் வரல அப்படின்னா it's not about what we give.
Correct.
It is about what is the commitment that they give from their end.
Absolutely.
So நம்ம காசு வாங்குறது வந்து not because we are giving value, it is because you need to commitment.
Correct.
You need to commit. உன்னோட கமிட்மெண்ட்டுக்காக நீயே ஒரு காசை கொடுத்து யூ ஆர் பிகமிங் கமிட்டட். இட் பேசிக்லி இது மைண்ட் செட். நான் எதுல காசு கொடுக்குறேனோ அதுல நான் கமிட்டடா இருப்பேன்.
கரெக்ட்.
நான் ஒரு இடத்துல 1 லட்சம் போட்டேன்னா ரொம்ப கமிட்டடா இருப்பேன். நான் நிறைய சொல்றது எல்லாமே நான் பண்ணுவேன்.
கரெக்ட்.
அது பண்ணணும்னா யூ நீட் டு மேக் பீப்புள் கிவ் யூ சம்திங். யூ நீட் டு மேக் பீப்புள் இன்வெஸ்ட் தியர் மணி டு இன்வெஸ்ட் தியர் டைம், எனர்ஜி அண்ட் எவ்ரி திங்.
கரெக்ட்.
ஸோ அதை நம்ம கொடுக்க ஆரம்பிச்சோன்னா யூ வில் பி ஏபிள் டு கெட் த ரைட் ரிசல்ட்ஸ். அண்ட் ஓகே, நான் எல்லாருக்குமே ஃப்ரீயா கொடுக்கலாமா? நான் எனக்கு டெஸ்டிமோனியல்ஸே எதுவுமே இல்லை, நான் பிசினஸ் இப்போ தான் ஆரம்பிக்கிறேன், நான் எல்லாருக்குமே ஃப்ரீயா கொடுக்கலாமா அப்படின்னு கேட்டா அப்பயும் இல்லைன்னு சொல்லுவேன். யாருக்கு ஃப்ரீயா கொடுக்கணும்னா ஆல்ரெடி ஒரு விஷயத்த பண்ணி அவன் சக்சஸ் பார்த்திருப்பான். சக்சஸ் ஏன் பார்த்திருக்கான்னா he took some actions. So give it to someone for free who have already seen success. So அவங்களுக்கு நீங்க கொடுக்கும்போது ஒன்னு he is successful, he is prepared and ready to take actions.
ஆமா.
So நீங்க ஃப்ரீயா கொடுத்தாலும் இதையும் அவன் ஆக்ஷன்ஸ் எடுப்பான்னு அர்த்தம். ஸோ அவன் ஆக்ஷன்ஸ் எடுத்து ரிசல்ட் கொடுத்துருவான். ரிசல்ட் கொடுத்தாலும் 2 விஷயம் வரும். ஒன்னு உனக்கு டெஸ்டிமோனியல் வரும், செகண்ட் ரெஃபரல் வரும்.
ஆமா.
So he is already successful.
Correct.
Successful people have successful friends as well.
Correct.
So he will give referrals to other people as well. So இப்போ நம்ம யாருக்கு பிசினஸ் ஆரம்பிக்கிறோம்னா யாருக்கு ஃப்ரீயா கொடுக்கணும்ன்றதுலயுமே ஒரு கிளாரிட்டி வேணும்.
கரெக்ட்.
Give that thing free to someone who's already successful. You will also become successful in the process of giving it for free.
Correct.
So that's very, very important.
Absolutely true.
So that's how I figured it out. And coming to how my journey started is like, I don't know what is business. And I know இந்த பிரேக்கப்லாம் ஆனதுக்கு அப்புறம் ஒரே ஒரு விஷயம் மட்டும் மைண்ட்ல இருந்துச்சு, நம்ம பண்ணா பெருசா பண்ணணும், சின்னதா பண்ணக்கூடாது. அண்ட் ஐ நீட் டு ப்ரூவ் மை செல்ஃப் அப்படிதான் ஒரு ட்ரிகர் ஆரம்பிச்சது. லைக் வி ஆல்ரெடி டிஸ்கஸ், தட் இஸ் நாட் த ரைட் ட்ரிகர் ஃபார் அ லாங் டைம்.
கரெக்ட்.
ஒரு ஸ்டார்டிங்க்கு வேணா அது ரொம்ப ஃபிளாஷியா இருக்கலாம், ஸ்டார்டிங்க்கு வேணா அது ரொம்ப சொல்றதுக்கு நல்லா இருக்கலாம், பட் அதை வச்சுதான் நம்ம பிசினஸ் ரன் பண்ண முடியாது. ஸோ ஐ ஜஸ்ட் செட் மை மைண்ட், நான் பெருசா பண்ணணும் அப்படின்றது. பெருசா பண்ணணும்னா என்ன பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னு பார்க்கும்போது now I started reading a lot of books. I started seeing a lot of good people. அவங்க எப்படி பெருசா ஒன்று அச்சீவ் பண்ணியிருக்காங்கன்னா அவங்க எப்படி அச்சீவ் பண்ணாங்க, அவங்க யாரு அப்படின்றத படிக்க ஆரம்பிச்சேன். ஸோ இது படிக்க ஆரம்பிக்கும் போது 2 விஷயம் நடக்குது. ஒன்னு, we get to know them. Second thing, we learn our mindset, learn their mindset.
Right.
இந்த மைண்ட் செட் நம்மளுமே வந்து it actually get influenced.
Very true.
That mindset is coming inside us.
ஆமா.
Which is influencing our thoughts, which is influencing our actions.
Yes.
Eventually you will also become that.
Yeah.
So இந்த ப்ராசஸ் எனக்கே தெரியாம நான் ரிப்பீட்டடா பண்ணும்போது ஏதோ ஒரு இடத்துல ரிஃப்ளெக்ட் ஆச்சு, which is my career started growing.
Right.
Then ஏதோ ஒன்று நடக்குதுன்னு தெரியுது, பட் இது சக்சஸ்ஃபுல்லா பண்ண முடியல. எனக்கு காசு வருது, நான் ஒண்ணு பண்றேன், பீப்புளுக்கு பிடிச்சிருக்கு, எனக்கு காசு வருது, ஆனா அந்த காசு எனக்கு மட்டும் ஓகேவா இருந்துச்சு. ஐ குடன்ட் பில்ட் இட், ஐ குடன்ட் ஸ்கேல் இட். பட் இதை ஸ்கேல் பண்ணா நெக்ஸ்ட் என்ன பண்ணும், மார்க்கெட்டிங் பண்ணும், நல்ல மார்க்கெட்டிங் பண்ணும். மார்க்கெட்டிங் பண்றது ஓகே, பட் யூ நீட் டு மார்க்கெட் சோ வெரி வெல்.
எஸ், அப்சல்யூட்லி.
யூ நீட் டு செல் சோ வெரி வெல். But you cannot, if you are a very good if you are very good at sales, but if you don't know how to market it well, you will still fail.
Correct.
ஏன்னா அந்த வேல்யூ உனக்கு தெரியலனா it will not come to you. Correct. So that is where I understood information giving value is everything.
Correct.
How I sustained the market is, I thought இந்த மார்க்கெட் குள்ள நிறைய பேர் இருக்காங்க, இந்த மார்க்கெட் குள்ள நிறைய பேர் இருக்காங்க, அவங்க எங்கெல்லாம் இருக்காங்கன்னு அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் பண்ணிக்கிட்டேன். ஸோ என்னோட காம்படிட்டர்ஸ் வந்து கூகுள்ல ரொம்ப ஸ்ட்ராங், என்னோட காம்படிட்டர்ஸ் வந்து Facebook adsல ரொம்ப ஸ்ட்ராங். இப்போ நானும் போய் அதுல காம்பீட் பண்ணேன்னா I will lose basically.
Right.
ஸோ அவங்க எந்த இடத்துல வீக்குன்னு நான் கண்டுபிடிச்சிட்டேன். அந்த இடத்துக்கு நான் போயிட்டு அவங்க என்ன பண்றாங்கன்னு பார்த்தேன். அவங்க பெருசாலாம் இது பண்ணல. கூகுள்ல கம்பேர் பண்ணி பார்த்தேன், இவங்க இதுதான் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காங்கன்னு. ஸோ கூகுள்ல இவங்க என்ன பண்றாங்களோ அதை விட பெட்டரா ஒன்று பண்ணணும். அண்ட் இங்க அவங்க எதுவுமே பண்ணல. ஸோ அவங்களுக்கு நான் வந்து 10 times கூகுள்ல விட இங்க 10 times நான் பெட்டரா இந்த இடத்துல பண்ணணும். ஸோ தட் இஸ் வேர் ஐ ஃபவுண்ட் LinkedIn.
Right.
ஸோ ஐ ஃபவுண்ட் LinkedIn. I did 10 times better than them. I gave 10 times better value than them. Okay. I did not expect any sales. I did not expect anyone to give me some money or something like that. I just want to be so very valuable in the market. So they just look at me. அங்க வந்து சர்வீஸ்க்காக போறாங்க, இங்க வேல்யூக்காக வராங்க. உங்ககிட்ட சர்வீஸ்க்காக வராங்கன்னா ஒரு பாயிண்ட் ஆஃப் டைம்ல உங்க சர்வீஸ் முடிஞ்சிடும். உங்ககிட்ட வேல்யூக்காக வராங்கன்னா you will become the most trustable person.
Correct.
So I just want to become the most trustable person in my niche. So if you want to start a business and make it successful, you just need to focus on building that trust.
Yeah.
அதை பில்ட் பண்றதுக்காக நான் நிறைய படிக்க ஆரம்பிச்சேன், நிறைய வேல்யூ கொடுக்க ஆரம்பிச்சேன். Slowly people started looking at me. When people started looking at me, they trusted me, and later what happened, they started texting me.
Right.
Hey, you know what, I think you can help me. Then I felt, yes, I can help you. Then come on a call. Then I was not good at sales as well. Then I slowly improved. Try பண்ணேன், improve ஆச்சு, close பண்ணேன். Try பண்ணேன், improve ஆச்சு, close பண்ணேன். Then I became a better closer.
Right.
So every day, trust me, I spend minimum of 5 hours doing sales. And people ask me, எப்படி நீங்க இவ்வளவு கான்ஃபிடென்ட்டா பேசுறீங்க, எப்படி இவ்வளவு கிளியரா பேசுறீங்க, எப்படி இப்படி வந்து பேசுறீங்க? I was the most introvert guy. I am so shy in sitting in front of camera. I was not this. My message was not clear few years back, but it got clear. I got that confidence because I did one thing every day for at least 2.5 years minimum.
Yeah.
So that got me to level where இப்போ நான் ஒரு விஷயம் சொன்னா அதுல கிளாரிட்டி இருக்கும், கன்விக்ஷன் இருக்கும், அண்ட் அது ஃபாலோ பண்ண ரிசல்ட்டும் இருக்கும். ஸோ இட்ஸ் ஆல் அபவுட் கெட்டிங் இன்சைட், ஃபிகரிங் அவுட் கன்சிஸ்டன்ட்லி. வாட் இஸ் கன்சிஸ்டன்ட்லி ஃபிகரிங் அவுட் அப்படின்னா, யூ வில் ஹாவ் அ சக்சஸ் மெட்ரிக். இந்த மாசம் வந்து நான் இத்தனை சேல்ஸ் க்ளோஸ் பண்ணுவேன். யூ வில் க்ளோஸ், யூ வில் பிகம் சக்சஸ்ஃபுல். இஸ் தட் சக்சஸ்ஃபுல்? நோ, இட் இஸ் நாட். ஒன்ஸ் யூ அட்டைன் த மெட்ரிக் ஆஃப் சக்சஸ், யூ நீட் டு ரீடிஃபைன் யுவர் சக்சஸ். ஸோ இதை நான் அச்சீவ் பண்ணிட்டேன், நான் இப்போ ரீடிஃபைன் பண்றேன். ரீடிஃபைன் பண்ணா நான் சேம் எஃபர்ட்ஸ் போட்டா வருமானு கேட்டா வராது. யூ நீட் டு ரீடிஃபைன் யூ ஆஸ் அ பர்சன். ஸோ ஒரு சக்சஸ் அட்டைன் பண்றதுக்கு நீ ஒரு பர்சனா ஃபார்ம் ஆயிட்ட. செகண்ட் சக்சஸ் பண்ணும்போது நீ ஃபெயில் ஆகுற அப்படின்னா, யூ நீட் டு ரீடிஃபைன் யூ. கரெக்ட். யூ வில் ஃபெயில். கரெக்ட். And in the process of failing, you will figure out a better person in you, and you will figure out a better character in you, and that better character is eligible and worthy to attain the next success. அங்க போனதுக்கு அப்புறம் what you need to do, again redefine your success. Absolutely. Redefining your success is actually success. Staying success is actually failure. நீ சக்சஸ்ஃபுல் நினைச்சா அங்கேயே உன் ஃபெயிலியர் ஆரம்பிச்சிச்சுன்னு அர்த்தம். ஸோ திஸ் இஸ் வேர் ஐ ஃபீல் எவ்ரி ஒன், இஃப் யூ ஆர் ரெடி டு கெட் இன் சைட் சக்சஸ், please be ready to fail in the process of becoming successful.
True. That's very well said when you said the next level to reach, you need to fail, and then fail, learn, and then that person becomes eligible to pass that.
Because you will not get what you need.
Correct.
You will get what you're worthy of.
Correct. And to reach levels, you need to become more worthy of that. Right now, you might not be. Right now, you crossed a certain level to reach this certain level, but then you need to, yeah, absolutely true. It's true what you just said.
So what do you see your second metric is? What's your success metric, and what are the actions that you are taking currently for that?
So I have certain short-term goals and certain long-term goals. My long-term goal would be to make everything, to give the best to my client. Okay, it's actually diversified to different niches as well. But talking about this, it's like to automate everything from my end. Okay, to have the best people work under me, so that they can get better results than I can get itself. First of all, okay, better coaches than me, people who are much more talented and driven than me, to have them work and bring those results to my clients.
Beautiful.
And to get better clients. Okay, that is a long term. Right. To create a big company.
Right.
I also want to have an office. Okay.
Beautiful.
Where
actually this பயங்கரமான விஷயம் என்னன்னா, நான் தான் பெருசா வேல்யூ ப்ரொவைட் பண்ணணும்னு நினைச்சேன்னா, you are thinking small அர்த்தம். நான் தான் இந்த உலகத்தை மாத்தணும், அண்ட் நான் அது ஒரு கேட்டலிஸ்டா இருந்தா மட்டும் போதும் அப்படின்னா, you will get the big and best people around you, and you will just work for the vision and not for you. When you work for you, you are thinking small. When you work for the vision, the world comes to you. Correct. You work together.
Correct. No, that's what I want to do, because I know for a fact somebody else is better than me in being a coach. Okay,
right.
Because I mean, if I work super hard on that, I can. But for me, the goal is more holistic, right? I need to learn how to even speak to the client in such a way that you don't offend them sometimes. Because as a coach, you have a lot of authority in your end. You have to make decisions. You have to tell them what to do, what not to do, and how you have to handle how when they don't do as well. So you need to learn that. You need to learn sales, marketing, personal branding. Because for me, it's a personal brand. So all of these things come with a lot of time cost to learn these things, master these things. So I don't have time to sit and do all the best certifications in the world, repeat, and certifications, how it works is you have to renew by taking the exam again most of the time. After 1 year, after 2 years. There's no time for that. So, but there's someone who is that passionate in this holistic process in that one single thing. You get it? So I want that person to be paid super well for whatever value he gets, so that he can bring that value in my business.
Right.
Because that value is necessary. I need the top of the top elite coaches, right? So that the results match. You get it? I need top of the top a people's person who can talk to people, so that that information is conveyed in a nice way. Okay, I need someone who's super motivated so that they can motivate this person to get that done.
Right.
This process needs the best of the best. Yes, like I want to be the catalyst to bring these people together and just help out these people. You get it?
Lovely.
Help out everyone. Okay, help the client reach their fitness goal. Make sure these guys get paid super well for the value that they're bringing in. Make sure I get rich in this process.
Right.
That is my goal. Okay, right. I don't always want to forever be a coach. I want to have a coaching business where if someone joins the business, they should not care whether I am the coach, who is the coach. All they should see is, if I join this academy,
he's going to make it happen.
This is going to be my result.
Right.
I just want to give them the result. And at one point, like when I started out, right, a lot of people will be like, am I going to directly talk to you, this, that. And now I have a team behind me, okay, where I'm still talking, but my team is also involved with a lot of the processes. But my clients love that they're getting team support, because I'm treating this as a business, and by doing so, I'm able to bring more result to them. And smarter people understand that. Right. People who join because they might be, your fans or anything. I don't even I think I like to say I'm a fan of your work, not a fan of you. A fan of your work. Okay, maybe a personality, whatever, but I'm a fan of something in you, not just a straight up fanboy of anyone. So when people come like that and say, I'm your fan, this, that, I want to work with you because of that, I don't onboard them. Before, I would have said yes to anyone just to run my business and keep it afloat. But now it's thriving. I will say no to 80% of the people. We say no. And we are looking for people who think of me as even lesser than them. I don't care what you think of me. You want result, you can pay enough. You don't think of me as some celebrity or something. Perfect, man. Let's have a normal conversation. That's how you get it done. If you can't, I'm your coach, I have that authority. That's all I want. I don't want extra nothing. Because that's when it damages what I'm trying to build.
Right.
So when I automate this whole process, it will be like that, in such a way that there's no this is the famous thing. No, nothing like that. It should be a business. That's it. I even will, at a certain point, I will stop this personal brand business and make it a company. And probably do it with someone else. I don't know, maybe alone, but still.
This was so interesting, man. Like when you told that, I don't want to work with people who are fan of mine.
Yeah.
I want to work with people who are fan of my work.
Yes.
That's so deep. Because a lot of people just come on Instagram or YouTube, they just want to create fans, and they think that the fans can pay them.
Oh,
that's not going to work. You need to create some real assets and show the assets, which is your business. It can be a business, or it can be your value, or whatever.
Correct.
It is.
Correct.
Other monetize try pannalam. So I just want to understand, if someone is starting, can be a fitness business, or it can be anything. What would be your tip, or what would be your your advice for them, so that they can start, they can figure it out, they can grow, and they can keep on growing.
To start a fitness business.
It can be anything. For someone who wants to start a business around their passion, which is something which you have done.
Okay. I would say, first of all, to do that, right, you need to be good at two things. One is the skill itself, and one is in the business aspect. To be able to, like you said, market your skill. Marketing as a whole. For that, you need to learn these two things and master these two things, okay? Because initial stages, you don't have the investment to just bring in talented people. Because let's be honest, I have hired people, okay, in my team who have been very monotonous, okay, and they're not doers, okay. You can't get doers for a less salary. You can't. Because doers are doing something like this. You get it? They're busy doing something in their own lives.
Right.
If you want to pull those people in, you got to pull them at an early stage, pay them super well. I even had this conversation with my dad once. I asked him, why is it so hard to get good employees who have the same vision as you? I asked him straight up, are you a good employee? Are you smart really? Or are you, because why haven't you started something if you're smart? He told, because I get paid really well. So people in companies, they have doers. Okay, when you can afford them, you need them to grow. It's like that overpriced thing, but not everything is, value for money. Value for money is not always the best case. You get it? So that time you need to pay that doer just so that day after tomorrow he is value for money. You get it? Right now it's overpriced, but it's okay. You need those people. So to get those people, it's harder. Initially you can't. So initially you need to be very good at your own skill, at your own business game, marketing, calling people, this networking, communication. Okay, the way you speak, everything, the way you represent yourself outside your house, whatever it is. Okay, in a party, whatever you do, your actions that you take, everything is connected at this point. You don't have a personal life. Personal, everything is connected to this, your brand image. So you need to work on those two things and really be damn good at your skill. Okay, really be damn good at your skill, and eventually from there you will grow. If you don't have the passion to make it big with that, I don't think you can. For me, like, I wanted to always make this a big business. So I was always like, how do I do this? How do I do that? And I learned that to make this a big business, you need to be super good at the skill first of all. That was the first lesson that I learned while trying to make this a business. How can you make a business if your product is shit or your service is shit? If your service and product is top notch, you will be able to, at least your potential will increase to make a business out of it. So I think you should just focus on these two things. Okay, and focusing on, it's easy for me to say focus on these two things, but it's very wide.
Right.
Within the niche itself and within business itself. It's super wide. You need to focus on that. Spend a lot of time, and don't waste any time. Some certain tips I would give you was, like in my case, and to the audience basically, is I stopped hanging out with people who were not in the same wavelength as me. Yes, right. It's completely stop பண்ணிட்டேன். Even if they're my good friends and all, like, we have been very good friends for a long time. Forever we will, man. I'll always be there for you. But வெளியே வந்து chill பண்றதுக்கு எனக்கு time இல்ல. I'm sorry. But they would see me going and having lunch meetings, breakfast meetings, chilling with people who are on that wavelength, because we speak about things that matter.
Right.
That incline each other. You get it? I was doing those things. I lost a lot of friends during that time, which is fine. Okay, you're not losing anything. I think you're sacrificing something for a bigger purpose. So your circle really matters. First of all, your environment matters too. And for me, I stopped sleeping, eating, and working and all that in the same place. I need different zones, because for me, I was able to zone in that thing. If I go to the bedroom, I sleep. I'm zoned in for that. I come here, I work. I'm zoned in for that. Like that, I developed a routine. Okay, and a house like that. Okay, for that you need to put certain investment in all of these things. And I understood. I used to think saving money is the key to becoming good at this, scaling your business. But you got to spend to scale. You got to leverage it. People think, spend it and make it back. Spend it on what? On shoes? On this, that? No. Like,
you spend on right things.
Self-development. Yeah. So we spend on self-development, on ourselves, on upskilling. Now you have very easy. You have 200 rupees to spend. You can eat some biryani or you can have something. Okay, you go out with your friends, do something, waste it. Okay, or you can buy a book, right, which can shape your life. Who knows? Okay, you invested. You took a shot. You risked that money. You leveraged it. You got to start doing that. Okay, fine. You cannot save money and keep it in the bank. You can't save money and spend it elsewhere. You have to spend it in the right places in a calculated manner. I started doing that. I was able to learn a lot from a lot of people, open a lot of doors, and meet a lot of new people. Okay, just by like right now you flew and came here. Okay, you came to Bangalore for work to meet me, etc. I would have done the same thing, because I see the value. People will be like, why should I go there? Why should I do this? If it's convenient, we'll make it happen. No, at a certain point, you make it happen.
Nothing. Success is not convenient.
Yeah. You make it happen despite the convenience.
Exactly.
You still make it happen.
Exactly.
So that point is when you gain value. You just don't see the value today. You don't see the futuristic value. When I started picking that up, now I can see futuristic value in everything that I do. So I do it that certain way. So you should think like that in the beginning itself to not waste any time. These things, along with these things, honestly, I don't think you should wake up early every day and do this, that and all. But it helped me in my case. Waking up early gave me a little head start, motivation, and to be able to get things done. Okay. And at a certain point, like we were talking about, I lost balance. Okay, I was too deep into it. I think that's completely fine if you're able to sustain it. In my case, I was not. For me, I needed a little bit of something. Okay, because I would do for 2 months straight like a horse, and for the next 2 weeks, I would not do anything. Okay, and that was I can't afford that now. So now it's more calculated. That time I could afford to not do anything for 2 weeks. You get it? But still, it was hurting me. So I understood, okay, I need this, that. So I think you should not be too adamant, okay, that this is the only route. There are many routes. Find out what the most optimal route is for you. So for me, it was waking up early, doing the work, but in the night, watching some movie or spending time with my family was needed. At a certain point, I'm like, no, that's time waste. I need to do this, do that. And I did that for 2 months. What happened next 2 weeks? I was only sitting with my family. So when you miss something a lot, when you want that, from my case, I lost. So I just found a little bit balance. So identify what your route point of way is and use that, I would say. These things really help me. Apart from this, like staying sober all the time, okay, and being sharp in your brain. You should never let anything take control of your brain. Like you need to know what to do, when to do, and be very sharp at that. If you keep letting loose, there's no way. There's simply no way. And I personally don't think that, okay, you should never have fun in life or whatever. If you're trying to do such huge things, man, you can't afford to right now. So understand that very well and just like stop all the fun stuff that's going on and limit the fun to, for me, the fun is like walking my dog and just literally sitting with her for 1 hour, okay, and petting her, not doing anything.
For me, fun is talking business with my friends.
Yeah, see.
That's fun.
It's fun. As long as the process is fun, whatever you're doing, and it's not hampering your goal, right? Why not? You can do it. You can do it in your case, you can do a lot of it. Right? You can keep talking and keep learning. Yeah. Even this might like, for some people,
this is fun. This is fun.
For me, it's very fun. For some people, it'll be like, oh, like I got to do this, got to do that. It's work.
Yeah.
Even the audience might be thinking that we're working right now. We're having fun, man. We're having good conversation, having fun. That's how it is. When it's fun, the sustainability increases like crazy, I feel. That's why like people who are addicted to the gym also, no? It's fun for them. That's why they're able to build that process, that body. நிறைய பேர் கேட்பாங்க, நீங்க bro எப்படி bro இந்த பாடியை கொண்டு வந்தீங்கன்னா? Because it was fun, man. If it was not fun, I would not have done it. Like, so if you don't have fun in what you do, if you don't love that niche, once again, it's going to be hard.
Right.
But that's a little bit controversial, whether you should still get it done or not. Depends on your route. இப்போ என் ரூட்ல நிறைய விஷயம் இருக்கு which I don't find it very fun. Like even within fitness, there are certain things, right? In the business aspect, even going to the gym now because of time constraints and all that, it's not very fun to manage all of this stuff together. That is something that you have to go through. But the route, fitness is fun or not, that is very important, I feel, to ask yourself, to be able to sustain it for a long time. In my case at least, I don't know for other people, some people might sustain things that they don't like at all just to make it big.
Right.
But again, that's because they want that so bad. They're so passionate about making it big. I am passionate about fitness. In that, making it big was something that I chose.
I get it.
Like that was my case, it was like that, yeah.
So, but the thing is, for me, what I feel is, when you start figuring out your passion, your direction, or your business, or whatever it is, I feel you will face a lot of problems.
Yes, you will.
You will face a lot of failures.
Yes.
If you are not committed towards your growth, your failures are failures.
Correct.
If you are committed towards your growth, your failures are redirection.
Correct.
So now you think, na redirect avrana illana failure avrana. Unoda failures ellame it is redirecting you to find the direction.
Correct.
And once you find the direction, you actually grow.
Correct.
எனக்கு நிறைய விஷயம் work out ஆகல. I mean, the business which I'm running right now, it's not the first business which I'm doing. I started a dance monkey tutorial start பண்ண, it didn't work for me. Content article start பண்ண, it didn't work for me. Actually, it's not a failure. Okay, I started two businesses which was a failure.
Right.
I didn't work, but I was not thinking it as a failure. I thought that as a redirection for me to get to the right direction, which I grew.
That's the truth, actually.
Exactly. கண்டுபிடிச்சதுக்கு அப்புறம் I don't think that you need to start a business around your passion. You can start a business and then passionately work on it.
Correct.
And when you passionately work on it, in the journey, you will figure out what is your passion. எனக்கு வந்து அப்படிதான் வந்துச்சு. எனக்கு passion என்னன்னு தெரியல.
Correct.
I started something.
Passion is entrepreneurship.
Exactly. And if my passion is doing business and growing businesses, and if I don't know how to do it,
Yeah.
then I've been figured it out. Okay.
Correct.
So நான் ஒன்னு ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணிட்டேன். அதுக்கப்புறம் I passionately worked on it. Then I found this is my passion. So now you go get it. You just keep on building it.
Correct.
For me, if someone wants to come inside business, எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சு அவங்க ஒரு 5 விஷயத்துல ஒர்க் பண்ணணும். ஒன்னு அவங்களோட மைண்ட் செட்.
Correct.
If your mindset is not fixed, nothing is fixed. Your life is not fixed. Your business is not fixed. Second thing, ஒரு mindset fix ஆயிடுச்சுன்னா அது actionsல போடணும், which comes to your habits. You need to fix your habits. Habitsல என்னலாம் இருக்கலாம்னா one habit should be feeding your soul, which is I would say meditation and all this stuff. One habit should be feeding your body, which is your exercise, yoga, gym or whatever it is. One habit should be feeding your business,
Right.
which is your skill.
Right.
So skill வளர்த்துட்டே இருக்கணும். Third thing what we need to do is which is coming to your business, which is coming to your skill. You need to keep on investing in your skills. It can be money, time and energy. You need to invest everything all together in one thing, which is your skill. நீங்க எவ்வளவு இன்வெஸ்ட் பண்றீங்களோ அது அவ்வளவு சீக்கிரம் வளரும்.
Correct.
அந்த வளர்ந்த விஷயத்துல you need to learn one more thing, which is communicate to make money. Communication is different and communicating to make money is different.
Correct.
Once you learn that skill and once you also learn how to communicate to make money, you build a business around that skill.
Yeah.
And once you build a business around the skill, the fifth one which I feel is you need to keep redefining the way you think. Learn how to think big every time when you achieve big.
Right. Yes.
நான் வந்து I mean ஒரு 5 வயசு பையன் ஒரு விஷயம் யோசிக்கிறான் அப்படின்னா அது பெரிய விஷயம்.
Yeah.
அது ஆக்சுவலி நீ அச்சீவ் பண்ணிருப்ப. இப்போ இந்த ஒரு 27-year-old guy is thinking about something, he will achieve that in like 5 years. And again that person will be thinking big.
Yeah.
So one is mind, habit, skill, communication to making money, and the final thing is learning how to think big can make you a very good businessman and build a business, serve the world and become so valuable. And also in the journey of becoming this, you'll also find the passion, purpose and everything. That's what
Absolutely,
I feel.
yes.
Yeah.
True, I agree. 100%.
Cool, man. That was an amazing conversation.
Yes, it was.